Hello. Hello. You did. Switch that off. Okay. Go. And switch this over here. So basically what we're doing today is I'm going to start by looking at that touch script that I made and try to fix it up a little bit, because I would like to be able to share that with everybody, like I said I was going to. Part of that is going to be making the icon here. Which I'm going to do by just smushing these two together, basically. There's a way to do that. How do you... Shift G should ungroup. Oh, it's one. It's not in a group. Okay. So we need to edit it and remove the parts we don't need. Hi, Dessel. Welcome. Let's start by, I guess, adding a stroke to this. I shouldn't have been so quick to delete that other thing here, because we want to get this sizing right. Like this one right now. Delete that node. A lot of nodes there for no reason, but It's not our problem. And what we're doing here is we're basically going to try to cut this out. There should be a way to scale it. Let's see. How do you do that? What's the selector for this? Well, I could always separate it out into its own object. Oop. I don't know how to do that though. I don't like that it changed the color, but it's probably fine. And then we can scale it. Oop. Now we can delete this part. Or I thought we could. Okay. Okay, so now we need to move this part up. I need to change the color so I can actually see what it's doing. Hello? Oh, is it underneath the other? Alright, then we move it up. Then we add some lines here. Now we can align this how we want. And then here we do, I believe it's path difference. There we go. And then we combine the paths again. But first we set this fill because we gotta. Alright, let's try that, I guess. Be offset it a little bit. That looks pretty good to me. All right. See if the... Oh, there's the icon. It's not super readable, but it does exist. So, there's that. We can always make it better later. Hey, thanks for the follow. Connoisseur. Hey, I know you. Welcome to the stream. So this one, yeah, we have this one disabled. So all we have to do is make this be actually good. And as I recall, the goal here is basically to move all the rotation so that it's rotating the camera as a sub-object instead of like rotating itself. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So right here we set the rotation. We want to set it camera rotation instead, I suppose. In fact, anywhere we see global rotation, we should be able to replace that with camera.global rotation. Let's see how that goes. So far, so good. What if we don't do this? Yeah, then it's gonna not really work right, which is expected. Can't remember what the benefit of this was, but it's probably fine. I'm gonna have to work this out later, probably, because it requires a lot of testing with the actual mobile device, and also just a lot of tinkering with the script there. Let's move on to the rest of the editor and see what we can improve. I think it would be a good idea to add a way to basically adjust the palette, sort of like how you can in Aseprite, with a little dragging thing, or maybe with a button to add a new color. Oh, it's also important to be able to not change the palette. So if you click a color here, currently it will just always change that color. There's no way to have it not change it, but also be able to change the color of the brush. It will always edit the palette. So we need to have a little locking mechanism like Aseprite has. That seems like a good thing to work on right now. So we go into our sprite scene, and let's see, this would be under the left panel in the color edit. And we need to find where we actually change the palette. So oh, okay. So it wouldn't be in here because here we just set like the current brush color, which is fine. But then in the actual palette here, in the palette tray, we have a connection to this. Here, to on brush color changed. And here we take that color and we set the entry, the palette entry's color to that color. Okay. We need to add an additional condition. And I might need to move some of this logic around at some point, but it's fine. So in order to implement this lock, we have to add a button. So let's put that here. Would be let's also add an H box. And that's going to hold the spinner and the lock. For our purposes here, it should be okay to well, actually, I think it should be possible to, I think, using the extension I have to put in an icon here pretty easily. Let's see if I can find the right way to do that. Let's change the... I don't... Is there a version without... I'm gonna have to make my own icons at some point. Yeah, let's... I believe we're using material icons. We want be filled. We want to use lock. Oh, that's no good. What's the other way to do it? I forget what the correct way to do this is. There is a way, though. Just don't know it. Let's try... my material icon. I bet this is what I normally do. Aha! Okay, but it just copies the name. It doesn't actually help us that much. So we could look at how we do it in here. Okay, and then we go back to, where is it? The, oh, side menu button. We use real icon. The get icon char. Okay. And then it's toggled. Set text to the on icon. Otherwise, we'll want to set it to the off icon. What? Oh, I know why. I need to. Oh, I need to fix this. It's not right. It's fine. Fix it later. But really, some of this logic needs to go in the overall palette instead of in the palette tray. Let's see, what could be going on there? The it could be not getting the font somehow. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. We could do it on the button directly. There we go. Why isn't that working? It's not a toggle button. That would do it. Let me change the font. No. Let's make sure we're actually toggling here. We are. Maybe this needs to be an on ready. That way the TV is loaded. Oh, that seems to have done it. Which means we need to change this to ready instead of entered 3. Maybe. Okay. Sure, why not? Hey, Voilin, welcome to the stream. Glad you're able to make it. Voilin's also working on some software made in Godot. It's a video editor. So, happy to have you here. Okay, so we've got the icon working. Now to make it actually do something. It's high time we made a script for this. Why does it always default to the scenes folder? It's not what I want. I don't know how to change that. I'm sure there's a way. Also, I need to rename this something that will actually make sense to me later. Yeah, it seems pretty complicated from what I've seen. The video editor stuff. It's hard enough working on an image editor like I'm doing, so. Although maybe someday it'll have some extremely basic video editing functionality. And if it does, it'll probably be in part because of what you've done with your video editor. So integrate the FFmpeg library and maybe export some videos that way. How do I do this? I want to rename the script. I really should sort this a little bit better. Let's see. That's fine. It's fine. No one cares. It's going to be called Palette GUI. Okay, so what we want to do here is connect that button up. Just gonna do it in the simplest way possible. We're going to, when we get that, simplest way possible. Simplest way possible. Gonna be dumb, but it's fine. Fix it later. Ta-da! That already works. So simple. I do want to see since does that, and then yeah, you have some kind of indication that color is selected. Right? Yeah, and then that disappears when you do a color that's not in the palette. Okay. You're also able to select and modify colors. Well, we could move some more logic into here. What we want to do is handle that selection and all that. Right now, the way that's done is in the palette tray. We connect some signals up when we generate those entries. I guess we could make it so that it just draws stuff that seems kind of weird, to make it just actually like draw what's selected, but I don't see too much of a better way. There is, I mean, like, if you want to do weird selection stuff, you basically have to have a flag for each palette entry saying whether or not it has been selected. That is something we can do. So in order to do that, we need to I guess add that in here. Looks like we may have already sort of done that? Question mark? Let's see. Yeah, that's maybe the beginnings of that. Alright. So we want to have whether or not it's selected. Good. So we go to the palette tray. We say we add a new draw function to the palette tray. When we say we need to iterate over the palette entries. So that's similar to what we do here. What we want to do is at each child we want to get that node, right? Get child I. And if that entry is selected, we also want to make sure it's getting it as palette entry, I suppose. There. How autocomplete works. If it is selected, then we want to draw the outline, I guess. This is going to be weird. It will probably be improved later. It's the right way to do this. I can only think of really weird ways. For now, let's sort of do a debug thing and just draw a let's say a circle in the center of the palette entry. Or wherever it happens to land. Let's give it a radius of, I don't know, 5. Make it black. When it's weird keyword arguments, as usual. Okay. So now if I make one of these selected, which is going to be under the left, okay, here, and then we go to the palette tray. We have all these entries here, and if we set one of them to be selected, let's say this one, nothing's gonna happen. Okay. Let's try reloading that and see if that works. I will not put my power toys away. They're very useful. Okay. Should we click here? It should do literally anything, and it does not. So what does that mean? Oh, actually, I can see the black dots. They're getting rendered right here above and behind the palette. So, I mean, that makes sense, but it's not what I was going for. How do we fix that? We could have the individual entries handle their own drawing. That would fix it. I foresee some issues with that in the future, but it could work. Yeah, that might be the best way at the moment, even though it won't be the best way in the long term. And then here we want to queue a redraw. Okay. We want to do this at that position, which should be the center. Okay. We want to do that if selected. Okay. It now is doing what I intended for it to do. That's good. It's not what it eventually needs to do, but it is what I intended for it to do. But yeah, there's issues with this in the future, particularly with controlling the selection, like we're doing here. It really has to be done at a higher level. My brain doesn't want to deal with this anymore, so we might have to move on to something else. Some of this doesn't really need to be in the MVP anyway. And wait for later builds to get super fancy color palette stuff. Yeah, for now let's just make it mark whichever one you currently have selected. We don't have to worry about any of the rest of it. Just whichever one is currently selected. Or active, as they say. And they is me. So. Okay. In the power tray. Be active. Tree. And then in here, instead of setting selected to true, we set active to true. And then instead of if selected, we do if active. And actually, we should probably remove that from here. Put it in here. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. This is fine. There's not a great way to do this, so I'm gonna just yoink this code. Okay, and then here we want to check if the entry is active. The entry. And entry is not equal to clicked entry. And set it to false. And then in here, actually, what we want to do is create a setter. And we want to queue a redraw there. That lets us take that out there as well. There we go. Now it just puts a little dot on whichever one you have currently selected. Good enough for now. We could tackle one more thing here, maybe. One of those things is that this does not follow along with resizing the interface. It just does whatever it wants to. And that's not what we want. We want it to do what we want it to do. So that would be in here and here. Basically in these slider functions. This is something that I thought I had fixed at one point, but maybe not. Oh, I fixed it for the 2D one, but not the 1D slider. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. Okay. So I do that here. I have this. Let's see, this position is. Ooh, Okay. So first of all, we need to remove. Not remove. Put it here. That's fine. We'll just remove it and then deal with the consequences of that. Okay. So far, so good. That's all it took. Because we don't rely on that special behavior there, it seems to work fine. Yeah. That'll work. Right. One of the big things would be to implement some of these tools, I guess. That seems like a real pain. and I'm not prepared to do that right now. Also appears that somehow I have, maybe it's just my mouse bugging out, but I seem to have broken being able to pan, because I can't middle click. I'm gonna guess that that's probably an issue with my actual mouse and not with my code, because it was working fine just a second ago. And this mouse is kind of messed up. Yeah, I think, let's look at, let's see what's here. Ooh, that would be an interesting one to work on. Probably not that hard to do either. Let's make it so that you can actually export like an image, like save a PNG out. Okay. What is the right place to put that? That's honestly going to be like the most annoying thing to consider here. Where do you even put something like that? Probably like a menu, or oh, we can just use we can just use a shortcut for it, like Control S. We can worry about the rest of that later. What would be the right place to put that in terms of like what should handle that process? I guess Sprite itself would. we want to use the input method. This might be the right way in the future. For now, let's implement it simply. We gotta add the input map here. And it's gonna be keyboard shortcut. How do I do that thing where you... There. That's what I want. With a control. With Control E. Grab the canvas viewports. We should check the docs for ports. Let's see what that is. We're looking for the basically the way to get the texture from that. Here it's just get texture, of course. We want to get an image from that. And then I believe we can save that out. So okay. These are not what I want. I want when... let's test it and see. Because what I really want is when... Okay, it's not doing anything. Except make a bajillion of these. Okay, so we need to show them. By default, they won't be shown. Okay. It's also going to add 2 because it's very silly. Ah, here we go. Confirmed. I believe is what we're looking for. Yeah. So we want to await that. Let's see what this does. I want the text, basically what they've put in, or the file path or whatever. Go ahead and set the mode to save file. What's this? This. Okay. What is... current file, current path. Okay. Well, actually, I don't know if that... Is that right? Is that going to be right? Let's look up a quick tutorial on how to use this. Okay. Instead of showing it, we should use that. And then let's just print the current file. See what it does with that. So if we go hit Control E, okay, pops up. We can say save. Okay, and it prints that. That's fine. Error here. Interesting. Okay, so we want current path. That's going to give us the full path to the file. All right. And then we want to save the PNG to the current path. And barring any funny little bugs we have, that should be able to export a PNG. Did that do anything? I should have made it tell me if it did it correctly. Something we need to change here real quick is we want to let's see, what is it? Basically disable there's a way to do that. How do you do that? I think it's like a process mode on this or something. Okay, so in order to get it to actually do this, part of what we need to do is make it so that only the currently active sprite is able to process input. That way we can capture that input at the sprite level and then export the image ultimately. So to do that, I guess what we want to do process. We could set the input as handled. It's hidden. Let's just add a script here, I guess. For the rights tab container. We want to override the function for well, let's see. Should be like something with tabs. It's like when the tab is, maybe we need to connect a signal instead. Here we go. Tab changed. Specifically is what we want. So we're going to connect that. And then when the tab changes, what we want to do is make sure that all the other tabs are disabled. So we say tab counts. We want to check if tab equal to I, or well, if tab is equal to I, we want to make sure it's active, so to do that, what we need to do is get that tab. Yeah, that should be right. And then we want to take that and we want to set its process mode. Otherwise, I want to set the process mode to disabled. So far, so good. Now if we do this, we should only get one window. We should be able to save our little image here. Let's refresh this. I believe there's a way to do that. If I can only remember how. We could also try searching it. We could also try digging into files and seeing if it's there. Does not appear to be. We can try printing. We get no output whatsoever. Let's see. Theoretically, aha, that did save an image, which actually has the contents if we want it to. That's effectively done. However, there's one slight issue, and that is that when we first of all, let's use this up. When we do this, we put something in here. We press enter. It doesn't do it. It just like decides that we wanted to cancel, I guess, instead of save. Okay, we can set the option defaults. What does that do? No, that's not what we want. Um, Good night, Dessel. I guess we could get the line edit and like connect that. That seems weird. Why would you ever do that? Signals. Let's try file selected. We can actually connect the file selected dialog instead of confirmed. And then what we want to do is we want to connect that. So instead of awaiting confirmed here, we would just connect signal or file selected, I believe it was. Yeah. Connect that to our little function here. So if we go to our signals here, file selected, which has, okay, that's the path that we want. Just say, let's just call it path. Okay. Okay, it's working now. So we just have one more thing to do, and that is to make this also happen at beginning. So ready. And then I guess we just want to separate this into its own function. Or we could just do it the funny way, which is to just say on tab changed of current tab. And now it shouldn't do that funny business that it was doing before. So if we do Control E, we only have one window, even though we didn't switch tabs yet. So we can say, draw some stuff in here first. Then we can save it as test image.png. And then Godot will gladly import that as an image. We can slap it in here. Science. There you go. All right. I think that's enough development. Let's go ahead and go ahead and move on to Balatro. Probably be a short run. It's already getting a little bit late. Okay, Steam's taking a bit here. In the meantime, I will set the category. Got that Balatro update going, I guess. Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Come on now. Just launch. There it goes. Alright, Nebula deck. That's where we left off. I just started a new run. Looking for a full house here. And we've got it. Yeah, this will be a good early Joker. Scary face. Plus 30 chips. Win scored. Base cards. Let's see. We have 2 7s. I think we should actually go for a flush. Nope, never mind. We're gonna get greedy. We're gonna go for the kings and queens full house. We could not do that. We're gonna do the next best thing and play it as a 2-pair. Which unfortunately does not work. These chips are not enough. Okay, we're gonna try for a full house after this. I mean, not a full house, flush after this. We did not find the flush. We have almost a straight. Maybe we can get a straight? I'm running out of options here. Oh, okay. Just barely past the blind there. Could go for an early madness. Anti-1 foil madness. This is going to be an interesting run. We go for full house, I guess. Okay. Here we go. Nice. We get some more fuel for the Madness Joker. Play this straight here. Ooh. I like this card. I like it a lot, and I like it with Scary Face. However, probably just gonna lose it to Madness. We can slightly hedge against that by getting both of these jokers and just hoping it doesn't hit the sock and bust. Yeah. Okay, I can deal with that. We can also start skipping to save our jokers if we need to. Yeah, we're probably going to go... We've basically already committed to the Madness Joker. Yeah. Okay, we dig for the straight. This should go before that. Hack is a decent pickup and more fuel. Okay. Play the full house. Discards could be handy, but that's expensive for where I am. Can pick up the Fortune Teller for more fuel. Okay, we lost our hack. Got a couple of fives. Save our money. Play those straight here. Okay. Good full house. That seed money's gonna do us good in the long run. Oh, I did not mean to reroll. Pivot into monolith. Perchance. Give us a reason to get out of madness at least, but eh. Madness is too strong at the moment. Fish for the full house. Fish for the straight. For the full house again. There we go. And unfortunately, we did lose our sock and buskin from there. But we keep feeding the beast. Yeah, unfortunately, part of the problem with madness runs is that they tend to be a bit samey. A lot of madness runs will just end up having the madness joker carry everything. More fuel. We almost have a good straight here. Well, I'll take the full house instead. Easy win. Ooh, now this kind of has some synergy because we might want to keep our jokers, in which case we can start skipping. I think the Jolly Joker is probably at least good right now. Okay, that's what we're doing. Sure, why not? We'll take a negative. Now you better leave my throwback alone, buddy. Okay. Okay, we basically need to find some more three of a kind type deal going on here. So another full house would be perfect. Also, anything with even rank. Okay. I don't like the situation that puts us in. There's a good chance that this is the end of the run right here. But we do have the extra chips, and that didn't make enough. It's probably fine. Madness Joker is a bit busted anyway. Hey Dessel, back for more? I think we go for this right here. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is almost an incredible hand. We pivot to flush. Okay, there we go. We could use some chips to get us through early game here. We're getting close to a straight. I don't like any of these options for me right now. We're gonna keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a straight. We also have three of a kind. But the straight is enough to get us through. Ooh. Okay. We have to take this. We simply must. But that is going to make our life more difficult. Which is why we're going to take the credit card and go into some debt. And then we're going to make a valuable investment. Yes. Leveraged investing in the Balatro stream. $5. These are both good for our health at this stage. I think I'm gonna have to go with the raised fist. It's going to make a bigger difference in the short term, in terms of how much malt we can get. Yeah, that was definitely the right call there. Okay, now we're cooking. Yeah. I'm thinking we'll go with Fibonacci. We have a fair amount of money. We don't want to waste it. Actually, we're gonna be pretty rich pretty soon, as it turns out. So we might be going into a 2-pair build now, since 2 pairs are very easy to get, and we have enough value from our jokers to make it work. Let's go ahead and take a standard pack here, just to see what we have. I mean, it's good to have any higher level cards at this point. I think we're gonna just take a stone card, though. We have 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna just gamble this, I guess. Nope, that was a bad play. We're kind of screwed now. Flush saved me. Okay, 3 of a kind. I'll take it. Yeah, what we really want is aces. That would be ideal here. You're not doing us any good anymore. So grab that. This is worth more money now in interest. We'll spend a little money. Grab Uranus for that pair. We need to keep fishing for some aces. the main goal right now. Other than playing some nice pairs. This will also work. Beautiful. We can take the banana here. Because of Fibonacci, we're likely to play a lot of 8s actually. And our ice cream's getting low. Probably time to get out of it. So that's what we're looking like right now. Use some bonus cards. I should have discarded the 3, but it's alright. I'm gonna play the flush here. We could do the old monolith pivot. I don't feel like it right now. Ooh. Oh. I like where this is headed. Let's get out of you. And into you for some scaling flat mult. And we have a bunch of useless stuff. So, not totally useless, but not very useful. We could do this little 2-pair here, which doesn't hit our Fibonacci. It's probably fine. Be careful, we've got 2 5s here. That's good. 2 3, 5, or 8. We want to hit some 8s maybe. We do have a 2 and a 3. Okay. 4 of a kind 5s wins this. Okay, we could definitely use that to make our rerolls a little bit nicer. We could start going for a spade build. Keep leveling up our 2-pair here. We'll take that. 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So close to a straight flush, which would be a beautiful thing. But I don't think we get greedy here. We should go ahead and play the 2-pair. And we squeak by. We're looking for some good times mult at this point. That's pretty much what we're looking for. Which is unfortunately quite rare. I don't like it. I don't like my options here, I must say. Let's open this tarot packet. We could start aggressively cutting our deck and then pivot a little bit to erosion. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, because every time I'm losing money here, it's also burning me with bootstraps. Zero discards is not what we want to see. get rid of the queen and the 9 here. Play this. And this. And we're probably going to lose. I did not play carefully enough. Yep. We go again. This might have to be the last run, though. Let's kind of push for a flush build right now. They usually work pretty well long term. Okay, this could get some good econ. I can survive a bit longer. Let's go for. Just go ahead and open the boom pack and see if we can get. Oh. Okay, now we're cooking. This is going to be a pretty good run. I can tell already. DNA? Well, you know I've got to absolutely destroy my econ here. Luckily, we do have the business card. And then we're gonna go ahead and well, we want to look for a base card that is hearts. That would be ideal. King of Hearts. Perfect. And then we go for the flush. We could go Riff Raff and pick up something interesting. You go Stencil. We couldn't go Stencil. It's actually too rich for our blood. Okay, we dupe the Queen of Hearts. We keep fishing for that flush. We better get a flush here. Okay. Not ready for a green Joker. We could afford a standard pack or a celestial pack. Hoping for a Jupiter. Nothing worth anything in there. Jupiter, let's go. easy. You're not helpful. You are helpful, actually. Some strong chips right there, especially with DNA. Bad pull. We just do some gambling. I should not be opening these cards. They're useless, and we could use the interest right now. This is a sad day for flushes that include base cards that are hearts, which is pretty much exactly what we're going for. This has got to be like a queen of hearts or something, right? Jack, okay. Perfect. There we go. This is kind of like free money at this stage, and I could start duping some nines of hearts. That's not a bad move. Perfect. Okay. That's not as good for chips as Blue Jokers, at least right now. You know, I could maybe use the hand size. I can't buy anything else. I'm doing that. Okay. Up, found the 9. Playing the straight flush here. Beautiful. That could be okay. Not what we need right now. This, however, is. Especially going into this boss, where we'll have our level decreased. Actually, it'll be on a straight flush, so it won't matter anyway. Royal flush. Gorgeous. Okay, we look for some Jupiter here. We got it. Oh, we're always going to get it because we're using Celestial Deck. Okay, we take the spectral pack. A deja vu. A deja vu and a King of Hearts. Oh, yeah. Oh, you love to see it. Now we're cooking. Now all we need is a bloodstone to show up. And we'll really be set. As it stands, this is kind of bad. We're in a rough position here. Okay, we might have to make do with something weird and bad, but it's fine. Surely. Just barely squeaks by on that one. We don't need more econ. These are all trash. This is always a win. It's burned us before, but Bootstraps is looking pretty good. Let's see. Is it currently better than... This is when scored. We have red seals. That's as much as 15 without red seals. Or 30 with red seals. Who says we have to give up that, though? I think I like the Cloud 9 better than the business card right now, oddly. Might come back to haunt me. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. Man, I thought we had a good setup, but we might not make it through here. Dang. All right. That's that. I think we keep going. I think we go one more run. But then we really gotta stop. Sure. Anti-1 polychrome. Let's push for the flush build again. Let's not greet it. Okay. Perfect. Ooh, interesting. Fibonacci. Polychrome Fibonacci. I think we could use the chips, and I don't think that we're going to be too worried about boss blinds anytime soon. But we'll see about that. We could play... Let's just do this. Okay. Good. Oh yeah. That'll work. Let's reach discard. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that, actually. I do, however, like this. Oh, come on. Who could resist? Oh, but you also have the observatory when... Okay, we're at the beginning. We're at the beginning. We can take this. Oh, it's a spectral pack, too. I can resist this. Can I? Can I resist a spectral pack? I must. I must resist. Because I need this voucher. Okay. 2, 3, 5, or 8. Or ace. Okay. We take observatory. We keep moving. Three queens. Interesting. Also interesting. There we go. And we need to start using some planet cards. So let's do that. The spectral pack is back. Didn't have to take it. Oh, red seal. Or familiar. I do love me a good red seal. We don't have any aces lined up, but I would probably put it on at this rate. We can put it on the king of spades, and we can always strength it later. so I think that's what I'm going with. Okay. This could be good. That could definitely be good. Oh yeah, if something like that can beat the round, then we're already doing great. We're probably looking for a steel. This is not worth on the off chance that it kills my red seal king, even though it's like really low possibility. We have our flush up a few levels. We should probably play into that. We are not pivoting to madness right now. That would be tragic. Okay. No steel, but we do have gold. We could use a little bit of extra flat mult to just keep us getting through these rounds, because it's starting to catch up to us. We need to really power up this constellation. Really? We're gonna miss a flush that much? Okay. And of course, we get our Red Seal King here, or we can't use it, really. Good enough. Beautiful. There we go. Want to try to avoid hitting this jack so that we can hopefully maybe get some extra cash out of it. Not bad. Not bad. Better than Banner. By a long shot, because it's also foil. We really need to boost Constellation. We're going to do that now. We do have Observatory. I wish we could get that consumable slot. One hand is not great, but I think we pass this in one hand still. Just to play it extra safe, let's turn this into a red 8. Give ourselves a flush there. Oh yeah, we didn't even need it. Could have done a little better. Could shoot for the Fibonacci 8-ball. Synergy there, but that's silly, and I am only a certain level of silly. Okay. Good. We need that. We don't need this. Let's see. We just did the small blind. We could wait and come back for the voucher. Gambling, because of course we do. I say we just keep fishing for hearts because that's our easiest suit to make flushes in right now. We get the straight flush. I kind of want to keep fishing. I don't think I will, though. This is fine. And then, ooh. Scholar has good synergy with our current build with Fibonacci. This. I'm gonna just cruise through this boss blind and hope for the best. Perfect. Then we want. That's fine. Discarded. Unfortunate. Doesn't matter though. We want to buy this and not use it. That's going to work with our constellation. Ooh. This is good. Well, let's hold off on it. Get our interest. Yeah. Beautiful. Now we can pick this up. And that actually works on Arcana packs, okay. We pick up the chariot. Or Jupiter. Okay, we got our Steel King. Strength. We did say we wanted to make aces. Problem is, it's hard to dupe that card. We do want to make steel still. If we add an Arcana pack here, I would go for that. I could use that card up. We can always come back to this. Might fish for some pull-ups here. Make it a little easier. Ooh, I don't think we can take that at this point, but it's fun. I think we could put this on this. And then I guess we just get our chariot again. We hold on the voucher. Celestial pack for extra constellation. The flush build is probably going to hurt us when it comes to mime, so that's something to consider. Might have to pivot at some point. Do we double our money now? Do we create 2 copies of this Joker? I think I'll do that. And now we just double our money. Okay, this is kind of huge with Fibonacci. I don't think we can afford... Well, actually we can get rid of misprint. Interesting. Don't need it. Alright. We fish. We should have kept what we had because we could have gotten the extra money from that. It's fine. Gotta feed that constellation. Use some more high card levels for the eventual pivot. I don't think we can afford to do the sigil gambit here. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. There we go. Beautimous. Okay. Bergolia is not useful to us. Hack is not great at this stage, really. I don't want to give it up just to get late, like, anti-8 rocket, though. We can do this. And we can hone a bit. That's all about all we can do, though. This boss blind is potentially dreadful for us. Ooh. Blueprint. Okay, what do we kill? What do we kill to get blueprint? We killed the hack. And what do we put blueprint on? Constellation, I imagine. Otherwise it would have to be mime, but we don't have the right stuff for that. I think technically you could maybe blueprint Fibonacci and then move it to Constellation. If I get desperate, I'll do that. Let's see how we are here, though. Okay. Let's try it. I don't know that that actually worked. It didn't seem to activate. I'm gonna assume it did not. But that it maybe made our score better anyway. Raised Fist is really pretty good with Mime. What is this doing for us? 18 and 50 chips. I mean, the chips are probably doing more good than anything else right now. But it kind of pales in comparison to the rest of the flush, I guess. This is probably worth it because we have Mime. Now we just see what happens. That's not great. It could be worse, I suppose. Okay, we have to be careful here. That is perfectly fine. Fine. Do we risk trying to move it? We got a good score when we moved it. I'm going to assume that that makes this a good thing to do. And that's it. I don't feel like taking this to endless tonight. So be done here. Interesting. I suppose I didn't play it fair. Certainly didn't play a 4 of a kind. But yeah, that's been good.